Jean-Luc Godard is a French-Swiss film director, screenwriter and film critic. He rose to prominence as a pioneer of the 1960s French New Wave film movement. During his early career as a film critic, Godard criticized mainstream French cinema's tradition of quality, which emphasized established convention over innovation and experimentation. In response, he and like-minded critics began to make their own films. Many of Godard's films challenge the conventions of traditional Hollywood in addition to French cinema. In 1964, Godard described his and his colleagues' impact: "We barged into the cinema like cavemen into the Versailles of Louis XV." He is often considered the most radical French filmmaker of the 1960s and 1970s. His approach in film conventions, politics, and philosophies made him arguably the most influential director of the French New Wave. Along with showing knowledge of film history through homages and references, several of his films expressed his political views. He was an avid reader of existential and Marxist philosophy. Since the New Wave, his politics have been much less radical, and his recent films are about representation and human conflict from a humanist and a Marxist perspective. In a 2002 Sight and Sound poll, Godard ranked third in the critics' top 10 directors of all time. He is said to have created one of the largest bodies of critical analysis of any filmmaker since the mid-20th century. He and his work have been central to narrative theory and have challenged both commercial narrative cinema norms and film criticism's vocabulary. In 2010, Godard was awarded an Academy Honorary Award, but did not attend the award ceremony. Godard's films have inspired many directors including Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Brian De Palma, Steven Soderbergh, Pennebaker, Robert Altman, Jim Jarmusch, Wong Kar-wai, Wim Wenders, Bernardo Bertolucci, and Pier Paolo Pasolini. Through his father, he is the cousin of Pedro Pablo Kaczynski, former president of Peru. He has been married twice, to actresses Anna Karina and Anne Wyazemski, both of whom starred in several of his films. His collaborations with Karina, which included such critically acclaimed films as Vivre sa vie, Bande à part and Pierrot le Fou, were called arguably the most influential body of work in the history of cinema by Filmmaker magazine.